Yes. So Nigeria has 50 right now. Okay. Hubs already there, and you can view them, and in fact also invoke some of them if you wanted to. So I am going to show you how, for example, in fact, let me just try it. So this is one of them. So this is somebody generated it. I can view it. So this, by the way, is how a hub looks like, and this is being recorded, so you can actually view it later on too. So the important thing is that if you are on this hub, you can for this one you can now search. So for example, you can search and you can search for other hubs. Let me move this thing, excuse me, to another location where it doesn't obstruct my view. But okay, so all right, so I can, for example, search by a country. So I can say, show me all of the hubs for. Let me just stay with Nigeria. Lemon, Nigeria. Okay, and I can just say search, and it should come back in a minute, and it should show me. Yeah, so it is showing me these are all the different hubs that have been generated in Nigeria. They are, and you can see what type. They are e-commerce centers, there are community centers. Now, by the way, these were all created as experiments by different people, so they may not be active, but I think if you create something, I will suggest that you can keep it active. These are all of them here, and actually there are, as you can see, there are about 50 of them. Okay, and you can actually then, once you have them, then you can also include them in your network, and you can communicate with them. So I just wanted to give you an idea. So this is how, for example, you can communicate with each other and you can send documents. I will show you that in a few minutes. So is that idea clear enough of what I'm doing? I'm just showing you this whole smart communities, smart global village, and showing you that this has very powerful capabilities. And I'm going to spend a lot of time next year with several communities in, of course, I'll work with you guys in Nigeria, but also other people in other parts of the world. So my hope is that we can create a very nice smart global village where you can communicate with some other people within Nigeria and also outside Nigeria. So this is a very interesting business opportunity for you to collaborate with different ones. So I'm going to leave it up to you to be creative, and we can talk about it. That what kind of business scenarios can you think about? Like they could be in terms of collaboration in education. They could be collaboration in a supply chain, for example, for agriculture. They could be for healthcare. They could be on transportation. So this is a very, very powerful capability, and I'm going to show you in about 5 minutes how you can create it yourself. So you created already some capability, so I'm going to show you some more in a minute. All right. So this is just a tour of the center. Okay. So I think I've shown you enough. So I'm just now going to go back. So by the way, so this is the link for it. This is the ICT for SIDS, and this will take you everywhere into the set of communities. So this is all These are all labs that I'm setting up for different people to be able to communicate with each other. So I'm just going to stop for a minute and ask you guys. So do you think that this will be useful?
Yes, of course, it will.
Yeah. Okay. So you can communicate with not only other friends in Nigeria, but you can also communicate with other people in other different parts of Nigeria. So that will be very good. And I'm just gonna get out of this one right now and go back to my presentation. Let me see if I can go back to my presentation. How do I get back to my presentation? All right, if I can, that's fine. I'm just going to go to um, is it escape? I don't want to disconnect from you guys. Hmm. Okay. I think I am right now in the middle of Zoom. Let me see if I can somehow hang on for 1 minute. Okay. This is the new tab. Okay, this is fine. So I'm just gonna go to space for ICT.com. So now I have a space. I think this picture is sitting in the middle. I need to get it. So okay, I'm already logged into space, so I'm just gonna go to my scenarios. All right, let me see what I can do here. Okay, so we have David and okay, so we have several people already on. That's good. That's good to know. Several people are on. Now, where do I move this one so that it does not obstruct our view? Okay, so I think this is fine right here. Okay, so can you see this? Right? Is everybody on?
Yes.
Okay, good.
Yes.
So I am just going to create now. I'm going to create a hub today. Right now, it will maybe take me 10 to 15 minutes. So I'm going to create a new scenario and a project here. So I'm going to choose once again Nigeria. So where is Nigeria?
I guess you guys are still on, right?
Yeah. Is everybody on? Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah.
Okay, you are. Is that what you are doing?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Can you see what I'm doing?
No, it's not visible to me here.
No, I see smart cities and community lab.
Yes. We're looking at the living lab, the demonstration on the living lab.
Yes.
Right. So now I'm on space. Can you see this, or do I need to share my screen again? I can go back.
I can't do that, sir. I can't.
We can.
You can see my screen?
No.
Well, for me, I can only see
the
smart
PowerPoint presentation.
Okay, hang on for a minute. Let me. Can you? Okay, let me. Oh, I'm sorry. So I think let me hang on for a minute. Let me share my screen again. Okay. Can you see my screen now?
Yes,
Yes,
sure.
sir.
Okay. Can you see me
Yes,
going through this?
Yes.
absolutely.
Okay, yes, sir. Strategic planner.
Yeah, strategic planner, right. And you can see, so I am creating right now I'm going to create a new hub. So just watch this one in case I missed it. So all right, so I'm going to choose a country called Nigeria. Somewhere here, I should have Nigeria,
Up.
Nigeria. I have several instances of Nigeria. If you see it, let me know.
Should be up.
Jamaica. Sorry?
Just go ahead, continue. Yes, I can see Nigeria here. Nigeria 2018.
Here you go. Thank you. Okay, so I'm just going to select this one. Okay, so okay, I've selected Nigeria, and I am now going to. So now you can see me. I am going to do service initialization, right? Okay, and okay, now notice what I'm doing now. The default is the simplest. I'm going to go through this to this part. This is the one where you can have many services by one provider. So I'm going to create a complete hub of like a smart small town or something like that. So I'm now going to next. Now I'm going to demonstrate. I'm demonstrating now the planner, the e-planner. And you can see now I'm back to that screen of the planner that I showed last time. So let me just say Nigeria, Umar 2020. Let me make also, this is bundles, something like that. Okay. Good enough. I've given it a name. It is Nigeria 2018. That's good. So the profile. Okay, so now notice that it is saying that this is a service bundle, and if I and it actually is going to show me what kind of service bundles are available. So you can see now these are the kind of services. So you can have a government center, a community center. You can have a community center for small islands and developing states. You can actually form your own company. You can form a department. You can have a disaster resilience and management center, a COVID center, an e-agriculture center, an e-cities or e-community center, an education center. By the way, and this is the only on the first page, and on the second and third page, you will see several of them. So how about a agriculture center? Is that good?
Yes.
Why not? Okay. Now, we did education last time, so this time let me do the e-agriculture. So this is the example for e-agriculture center. So now you will see that now, okay, so it's the same thing for the e-agriculture center, and now it is going to show me now I'm going to go a little bit over time, like 10 minutes over if you don't mind, but I want to show you a complete example of this. So now I'm back to my example of the dimensional model for now, but now it is dimensional model for the entire center, for the e-agriculture center. So are you going to do it? Where are you going to do it? I'm gonna, by the way, since I went through it last time, I'm not gonna change anything this time. I'm gonna leave it the defaults. You should change these values. So let me just go keep showing you the new things, the features. So this is, of course, the e-agriculture services. I go further and I am going to now see the map of Nigeria and with some statistics. And this all looks familiar. It is very similar to what we did last time. and also the self-assessment part of it. And now I am going further to some information resources on this part, and this is just a summary. It produces it summarizes at the end of every step. So now notice this is something different. I have done the service initialization, and now I am going to go to large initiative planner, because what really I have done is I have asked for, this will come back, okay, this will show me now that I need to do some detailed planning for the e-agriculture center. And I am just now going to design in my e-agriculture center here. Let me keep going further. And this is just showing, that because we are in Nigeria, what kind of services e-agriculture center can have. By the way, please do read these, because these screens have a lot of information that's very helpful to you. So here I'm clicking on the e-agriculture center. So you guys can see all this, right? Right?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Okay, so this is the example of the e-agriculture center. This is the pattern for the e-agriculture center. It's just showing you all kind of services that happen in e-agriculture. Because if it is a large center, you'll have, you will do marketing and sales, and all those things are done in the e-agriculture center. This shows you like a portal for the e-agriculture center. So if you now click further, this is now showing you this is interesting now. This is actually showing you the services of the e-agriculture center. So you can see that this is, e-commerce for e-agriculture, e-services for the food. So I'm going to click on a few of them, or maybe I'll click on all of them. So it is now going to actually, every time I just click, so you can customize your e-agriculture center to be very small or very large. And if you want to, you can also include other services here. In fact, let me just make it a bit bigger so that you can actually see it better. So this one is really, this is very important, because this is the one where you can now, in fact, select as many services as you want to in your e-agriculture center. All you need to do is just click on clicking, and you can also combine services from other sectors. So for example, if e-agriculture center also wanted to have transportation services added to it, so you could say, if you want to, do you want to see and choose more services of other sectors. If you click there, it will take you to other sectors, and you can add other services from other sectors. I'm just going to stay with the e-agriculture center right now, and that's just good enough for me. So in the interest of time, I'm going further, and I have now, it's doing just some cost benefit analysis of the e-agriculture center. I'm going to just keep on clicking. And it should, yeah, okay. So now it is going further, and it's showing me the cost benefit analysis, and I can make a few changes here. For example, this is an e-agriculture center, so definitely it will be economic development will be high, and it will also poverty reduction, and also these are services like social benefits. Definitely. Okay, I'm just going to make a few of them changes here. You should take a closer look at all of them. Okay, so I am just going to keep moving. Please keep it in mind that I'm just going through it quickly for your benefit. And this should now come back. Yeah, the network is a bit slow, but hang in with me. Okay, so this is now the SWOT analysis that it automatically performs those analysis. And now I am going further, and it is now showing me the summary of what it has done. Okay, I think the network is slow today. Okay, so here it is. So I'm all done with this part. And what it really is doing is it just walks you through it. Just keep on clicking next. And it now it is giving me the summary of what it has done so far. So you can just read this. I go next. And I am now back to my original screen. So I have taken care of the large initiative planner. I will now you can actually build a model. I'm going to skip this part and because I don't have time, but let me see if I can. This block keeps getting in my way. Yes, I can skip this. Okay, and now I can move this block over here. I have to work with this block here. Anyway, so I am back to the acquisition and procurement part, uh, and clicking here, and next one. So now you will see in a minute that I'm all practically done. And I am now going to skip the project management and go directly to the big circle. So here is my big circle, and I go to big circle here. So this is the one where you see all the capabilities that some of you already saw. And I'm now going to create a sample portal. And here we go. So it has generated, I know it took 10 minutes, 15 minutes to generate a new portal for Nigeria e-agriculture center, and and that is what the ID is. That, but you can change it. Now the interesting thing is that now this one that I have created, it is already in the network. So first of all, it has a lot of capabilities. You can see the services if you want to see the services the center has. So these are like these are all the services that I remember I chose. So they are all there, and you can take a look at them. But what I really want to do is, so this is a working portal, by the way. So it generates a working portal of a center with several e-agriculture services. Not only that, it also allows you to collaborate with other centers. So let me see that if I can search, and I am going to search. So what do you want? Do you want to search for the type of center, or do you want to search for the within the country? What's your preference? Should I search for all the other centers in Nigeria, or should I search for other e-agriculture centers wherever they are? What's the preference?
By centers, sir.
Sorry?
By
By
centers.
center, sir.
By center?
That's right.
Yes, sir.
Okay, so I'm going to select it based on hub type. So let me select, if you see e-agriculture anywhere. Yes. So let me see how many other e-agriculture centers are there. And I'm not going to choose the country. So it will tell you all the e-agriculture centers that are on our network of about 800 hubs. So let me see how many are there. I myself don't know. This will be a discovery. So I think there are already here. So these are all the e-agriculture centers in Poland, in Cape Verde, Poland, Saint Kitty. What are these islands? Brazil, Mexico. Okay, and by the way, there are many of them here. I think. So by the way, for every one of them, you can view them, so you can understand what kind of services do they provide. So let me try it. So I just want to show you an experiment, a complete experiment with it, so that you can so you can see that you can. By the way, you can select these centers by country or by the center type. So you could actually connect them by, like for example, transportation centers or wherever within Nigeria or within other countries. And then you can search, or you can also search by user types too. So if you search them, so just in this interest of time, let me try to connect them with a center in Brazil. Why not? All right. So if they say select here, so it will connect me to a center in Brazil. So now it is saying, and I want to insert this into a collaboration network. So, and I have already, so it has been added to my collaboration network. And you can actually see the services of the center. You can see that this has the name, what kind of, it has actually fisheries and some other capabilities in the e-agriculture center in Brazil. So you can view the entire center in Brazil who is in your collaboration network. So let me just close this part and then go to the collaboration. This is where I can actually collaborate. And I can now say that, okay, so what it does is when you select a country, it will automatically, okay, so here it is. This block is bothering me. I don't know what to do with it, Amos. Okay, all right. Anyway, but you can see now that, yeah, can you see that I have added into my network? So this is the way for you to form your own little network. Okay, so you can
Okay.
form your own little network of agriculture. You can form your network for transportation. You can form a network for education, or you can combine members of the network. You can combine and put them all in one country, or you can combine them from different countries. And then what really happens here is that I can view them. So that is good. And I actually can also now, let me see if uh, I can actually, so in fact, let me see if I can exchange some information from with this one. So let me see if I can exchange some information. Um, and right here, it is going to give me, so I can actually send a document. Can you see this? I don't know what document will I send, but let me say some document, and I can choose a file. So once I choose a file, it's going to go to my, that these are the different files that I have. So I'm just going to choose that doesn't matter very much. Yeah, this is good. Okay. So I'm just using a document to send. So here's a document to send, and I can say submit. So you will see that in a minute that it will come back and say that the document has been sent. I hope it does that.
He wants a confirmation.
Sorry.
He's waiting for your confirmation. Okay.
Okay, it should
There's a
have
prompt.
sent. Sorry?
There's a prompt to click OK.
Check up. There's
Where
a
is
place
the
where you
okay?
can click. Yes.
Yeah, you say, do you really send to your
at
phone?
the top of the screen.
There's a prompt to click OK.
Okay. I have, okay, so
There's an alert. There's a box. It's at the top of the screen. At the top of the screen.
Yeah.
Yeah, it says
Yeah. Okay.
yes, there is OK cancel.
oh, yeah. I'm sorry.
If you can see it,
You
you can
can
just
see
click on
this, but
OK.
I cannot because of this block that comes. Okay, yeah. Reason
Yes.
why it does
Yes.
that is because they want to
Yeah, I
make sure
understand.
Yes.
that are you sure you want to send it? So if I say
Okay.
okay, now it will send the information. It should not. Okay, so I will not let me try it again. Submit it. Okay, so it should be able to send it. Hopefully, maybe if the network is slow or something to that effect. But by the way, this is the approach to use. To you can so then here you go. Okay, it said that message
Message.
sent successfully. Can you see that?
Yeah.
All right.
Yes, sir, we can. Yeah.
Okay. So so I just want to stop for a minute to just give you an wrap up and give you an idea of what I've done. In about 15, 20 minutes, I have created a hub of an e-agriculture center that has 6 or 7 services in it. Not only that, this hub is connected to other hubs that you can choose which hubs do you want to connect to. You can send the documents to them. You can receive documents from them. So this is a very, very powerful capability that you have available on the system. Can you see what I've done?
Yes.
Okay. So let me now go back, and I'm gonna basically let me see if I can. Uh, okay, so I'm just going to wrap up this part and go back to my presentation slides and let's see. Hang on for a minute. Yeah, this I see. I don't know if you see this or not, but I have this block that in front of me that always is blocking my view. So that bothers me a bit. But otherwise, I am all right. So I'm just gonna go back to my presentation part of it that I was talking about right here. And okay, so now can you see my? Can you still see my screen?
Yes. Yes.
So you can see this smart global village. Can you see that?
Oh, not yet. Not yet.
Okay, so let
What we
me.
have is an insert. It's like something in a track changes in Word. It's like from Word.
Okay, so let me go back here and present my screen again. Let me see if you can see it now. Just a minute. Can you see this smart global village now?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay, good. So all what I have done is walked you through to this smart global village first, and then I have shown you how you can create your own hub that can be part of this global village, and then how you can go back and really form your own network within that village. So that's what I've done. So this is quote unquote advanced part, and I might have covered too much material. In fact, for everybody to digest. But I wanted to just show you. So please take a look at it. Please do some experiments. So let me now wrap it up by just going over everything here. And here is the final project uh, for it. So my suggestion to everyone is that what I've really shown you is how can you really create a center, not just one service, but a center with several services. And then you can actually not only have that center, but then you can become a member of this network and can collaborate with them. You can exchange documents, video clips, whatever it is that you can do. So, in fact, what I have really been able to show you is a example. Let me see of this system. So I have shown you, for example, now remember I showed you these agencies and they're communicating over this B2B bus. So this collaboration system is a B2B bus, and the agency, like every agriculture center that I showed you, so like from Brazil, like your own center, they are all on this bus and they can communicate over this bus to each other by at least exchanging documents. That's the only thing I've shown you. There are other things that we are doing right now, that how you can add supply chain on top of this network. How can you do some resource planning on top of this network? How can do some economic development on top of this network? So there are a lot of other projects that we are doing right now, but we'll talk about that later on. I just want to make sure that you can you see the direction in which I'm going?
Yeah, okay.
Okay. See, the general idea is to have these networks and 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 then have them collaborate uh, with within the country and also with other countries.
Okay.
Question. So I'm going to turn it over to you, Amos, because I think I have done basically everything. So at the end of it, this is a final project suggestion is that use this e-planner to develop your own plan for a service bundle like a smart center of your choice using the following steps. I've just gone through these steps, and at the end of it, you will get something like this. And then you can collaborate, you can search, and then you can collaborate. I've gone through these steps. So then form a smart village, virtual city, and by just collaborating with each other. And here is what I am suggesting. What are your ideas for now and for the concluding session? When should that be? What would be the format and the presentations from you guys, what you
Thank
have done?
you. Thank you very much, so much. Thank you so much, Professor Amjad. I'm so grateful to have arrived at this point. And let me say that we will perhaps just want to ask some last questions. What's your experience as in, because right now I am proud to say I have an NGO that that has the capacity to co-create smart virtual cities, particularly for now with Nigeria. And if this is a hobby,
Okay.
if this is a hobby, I would love to sleep and wake up to do this any day going forward.
Okay. Yes. Yeah. It is my hobby too, by the way.
So,
Okay.
and I'm glad I'm forming clones around the country that will see us through in a year or two, that this will not remain a laboratory item. We're going to go digitally, and this will empower our national digital economy dreams. So this is actually my
Okay.
vision. For now, this project today, we thankfully are very grateful to you. And I must say, I also will give kudos to every participant of this event who have been able to get this far with us. And I think in all sincerity, that it's quite a lot for you two guys to be able to make it this far, owing to the cost of data in this country, owing to the complexity and the problems of the network itself. That please just please unmute yourself and let's see your faces, because I'm particularly very, very grateful. I did something earlier in the day, and I would like to share that with you.
Okay.
I did something in the day. I want to share that with you. I went to choose video filters, and it's like everyone here is looking like we can choose this filter to celebrate ourselves. Can you see that? This is what we seem to be looking like today. I'm very grateful. And this
but
honor is
I
to
did
you.
not wear the kind of cloth that will fit this cap.
It does not matter. It does not matter.
So you can put your own cap.
Yeah, please, you can do that. Just go to your video and go to filter. You'll find it. You are a graduate right now. And this honor, this honor, wholly, greatly, this honor goes to Professor Omar Amjad for making this dream a reality for us.
Thank you.
And I sincerely, at this stage, we invited some members of the public to join us. Whether they do or not, as for as many as will join us within the short period that we have now, we will gladly, please, one after the other, say thank you to Professor Amjad. And please, I will go by David. In fact, the way I'm seeing you guys now, David Yako from Benue, you can please express your mind right now. You have your opportunity to do so. Yes.
Hello.
David.
It's
I think
it's like someone that wants to go before me.
No, David has the floor. Maybe we should.
Let's Shitu first say something.
Why? Why
Can you hear me?
Why Shitu? No.
I don't really know.
Why? Okay.
Whoever, I don't care.
Benue, please, can you permit Shitu? Because he was the
pioneer
class prefect. Please, Shitu, go ahead.
The pioneer.
No problem.
I've actually been listening to this on the move.
You really have a bad.
I've been listening to this on the move, and
your sound is quite bad, Shitu. Your sound is quite bad. Okay, go ahead.
The sound is not good, Shitu.
Shitu.
Maybe David should go first.
Yeah. I have one of our friends have just joined in from Edo State. We'll speak to her later. But Shitu, please, can you go ahead? Okay, David, please go ahead, David.
David, go ahead.
David.
Please.
Okay.
Yeah, David.
Look at my head. This is what I'm looking like today. David, please, David, go ahead.
All right.
Go ahead.
Prof, I want to thank you. I want to thank you immensely for the opportunity and the presentations. I think this is a very big eye opener. I don't really believe that going forward, this will, unveil more opportunities for me and Benue specifically. I want to specifically thank Mr. Amos also. I came in when, a few steps had been taken, but he got me on board. So I want to thank Mr. Amos so much too for making it possible that I was able to join this session. I think there are several opportunities that have come. There are several opportunities that have come to this label by virtue of this workshop that we have had. So, Prof, I want to thank you so much, and I believe that this knowledge gain will definitely be wasted. Thank you so much, sir.
Okay.
Thank you.
Thank you,
Great,
Benue.
yeah.
Thank you, Benue State. Let's hear from
Thank you, David. I really
FCT,
think that this
FCT,
village
okay.
can develop very well. Yeah.
FCT, Mohammed
Okay.
Abubakar.
Thank you.
Thank
So I'm
you
sorry.
very much.
I'm sorry. Most as I was my area where I presented during the other workshop, the e-agriculture.
Don't worry, don't worry.
Thank you.
FCT, Mohammed Abubakar.
All right. Distinguished ladies and gentlemen, thank you very much for giving me this.
I like that.
Abubakar, are you a politician?
Yeah, he is. He's a politician.
Yeah. Thank you very much for giving me this wonderful opportunity to express my feelings. It is for me a great honor and pleasure to be part of this Smart City program. In fact, I don't have a word of thanks, but just to say a few words to Professor Amjad and Dr. Amos, the president and founder of these initiatives.
Oh, for your permission, not doctor, please, not doctor.
No. I gave you, I already honored you. This this doctorate, I have honored you already. So it's quite interesting to have this kind of opportunity to develop ourselves. Actually, before joining to this program, I can say it, I don't have ideas on what smart city is all about. I'm always hearing smart city, but thank God along the line, we're able to understand what smart city is all about, and we're able to learn some things that we can at least create and develop it in our communities that can help us to conquer or to mitigate the challenges we are facing in the entire world. So I thank you so much, Professor Amjad and Dr. Amos, and I thank all the participants, dear colleagues. I wish all of us all the best. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Mohammed Abubakar. Let me move on to Bedia Basi John Akwaibom. Bedia Basi John Akwaibom. Why is Benue laughing him?
I'm just hailing him. He's my man.
I like that.
In as much as thank you very much for giving me the floor. In as much as I've learned a lot these past 6 weeks, I can't fail to recognize the fact that someone somewhere sat down for the past 10 years, has been working on how to transform the Nigerian space with application of technology. Wow. And other people have been supporting him. He has been putting in the effort. And I'm just joining in at the tail end when everything has started to materialize. So for that, for bringing me in, for working earnestly at it for about 10 years now, I say thank you. Because Mr. Amos could have actually been nonchalant about the challenges facing the Nigerian society. He could have focused on his own business, but he knew, he felt there had to be a change, and he worked diligently at it. Nobody paid him. He kept working. He devoted his time, his effort, technical ability, technical capabilities. For that, I say thank you. Thank you also, Professor Umar, for instilling knowledge in us, being an eye-opener. You have done greatly, and I hope we work together, because I equally have positive dreams about my immediate environment. I hope we all work together, and I hope we all achieve the best in all our endeavors. Thank you very much.
Thank you, John. Thank you, John.
Thank you, John.
Ishaku Awal, Taraba.
Good afternoon, everybody. I want to pass my sincere thanks to our able professor first of all,
That's right. That's right.
because he dedicated his time, more especially our time zone is completely different. He will wake up early morning before breakfast.
Cool.
Impart this great knowledge to us. I'm really, really grateful for that, my old professor. Next is my president. You know, I have two presidents. First, the president at the top, then president. Trust me, if I say
The
this,
virtual president.
It's a virtual president.
Yeah, virtual president. I have participated in a lot of programs, but I never participate in an eye-opening program like this one. One way or the other, we are advanced in ICT in our own field, but I never expect that it is so vast because, trust me, they were saying digital economy. I never have first sight of it until I participate in this program. Thank you very, very much for giving us this opportunity, sir. And the next thing goes to my colleagues. We have learned a lot. Now, the first thing we will do in order to prepare professor on this his effort is to take forward what we learn, put it in practical. And let's continue collaborating together on this program or anyone to come further. Let's make sure that what we learn here, we did not leave it to go waste. And we have to apologize for the inconvenience of not connecting in time, especially from our end. They are not intentional. Even though the professor will come early, then will log in late. Please forgive us for that one. Forgive us for that.
I like that.
Thank you very much.
Thank you very much.
Thank you very much. I appreciate that very well from Taraba. Please, let's have Aliu Ayuba. And please, let's be snappy about it. We've got some very good, eminent friends in the house. Ayuba, Bauchi State.
Alhamdulillah. So we thank God for gladly we come to the end of the session. Actually, we have learned a lot from Professor and from our colleagues. We know huge opportunity in ICT now and smart city. So we will go back and deliver it to our people because we are working for the people.
Right.
So we will ensure the masses have benefit from the knowledge we had from here. So I am deeply respect Mr. Umar for his time and for his commitment, for his infrastructure to deliver a lot for us. I want to use this opportunity to fast our colleagues so that we have even 30 minutes for a week or even 1 minute for 2 weeks to discuss a lot. Don't waste this time to go like this. We want in even 30 minutes per 7 days, we will meet to discuss for the opportunity. Thank you, sir. Very
much. Thank you very much.
Thanks a lot. Thank you very much.
We have Endurance. Mr. Endurance, Edo State.
Good afternoon, sir.
Good afternoon.
Good afternoon.
I want to appreciate Prof. I would have say we should give Prof a 3 artist chairs. I don't know if anybody is supporting that motion.
Yes, sir. Please go ahead. Hip, hip, hip.
Yes. Hooray! 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 Yes, that is for Prof.
You have the
That's
floor.
for Prof. And according to Mohammed, my group leader, said Mr. Amos is now a doctor, and I want to agree to that. An initiator, actually, you are an initiator of this program. We'll be hearing about IT, but IT in a different dimension. I believe the IT has actually helped us. Actually, I want to appreciate every one of us who participate in the program. I don't know John before. Now I now know John. If I want to get to Akwa Ibom, I can just put a call across him. I get to Akwa Ibom, I meet with him.
That's right.
Now it's not just a smart city on virtual issue, smart city on movement.
Yes.
Say I want to do something in Akwa Ibom. At least I have somebody to call in Akwa Ibom now. Say please, I need to do this thing. That is all about. It's more than just a virtual network.
Right.
Mohammed is there. If I have to see the president, I don't know where to actually put up. I have to talk to Mohammed so I can get to see the president. So many persons. Shitu is there. And every other persons that partake in the program. I just want to appreciate Dr. Amos for this opportunity and our prof as well too. I really appreciate for this gathering, and I believe we'll put it them to use and take our city the nearest future to actually to make it a smart city. Thank you very much, sir.
Thank you so very much.
You're welcome. Thanks a lot.
Thank you.
Greatly appreciate.
Everybody seems to be jealous of my cap, right? You are not entitled to it until in February when you deliver your actual smart virtual cities.
Yes.
For your region.
That's what it is.
Yeah, they must hook up to the space ICT for the world to see. So at that time, you wear your caps, all right? Now, I move on to Abubakar Yusuf, the head of house from Katsina State.
Okay, Abubakar.
Abubakar, that's the head of house.
Yes, sir.
Oh, we forgot to say that David Yako was his deputy. No wonder he was disturbing the whole place.
So first, I will thanks to Professor.
Is your video not okay?
It's okay. Let me see.
Hey, we have more friends in the house. Sorry. We'll be receiving more friends in the house. This is friendship. This is the friendship period. So we'll be receiving more friends in the house. Yes. So please round up head of house.
Okay, sir. So I will not round up because I think Hawa has not delivered this thing.
Okay, where is Hawa? Okay, you are just being the head of house. Okay.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
So
you want Hawa to speak first?
Let Hawa speak. I will be the
Hawa,
last.
please. Hawa, please. Oh, please clap for the head of house. Clap for the head of house. Clap out. Hawa, please. Hawa, take the floor. That is gender sensitivity. Go ahead.
We can call it gender equality.
Oh, great.
Good evening, everyone.
Good evening,
Hawa. How are you doing?
Fine. I'm from Kano State. I want to express my gratitude to our humble Professor Amjad Umar and the President of Programmers Foundation and my colleagues. For we have been in a long journey. It's a great journey, and it's my pleasure to be part of this event. I have really developed a great idea for this smart city development. I think the most interesting part of it is the space game. The space game was very interesting and educating too. So we are thanking for this opportunity.
All right. Thank you.
How to write the project. So
Thank you very much, Hawa. Thank you, Hawa. Is Iklimatu in the house? Not yet. So, head of house. So, please, head of house, do us the honor now. Before you, we have some guests.
I hope you are watching me. I hope you are
Please, Shitu, go ahead. Shitu, go ahead.
Shitu was forgotten.
Please, Shitu, go ahead.
Where is Shitu? My friend
State,
Shitu.
State. Please go ahead.
Yeah. So nobody should take that away. Thank you, Professor. I really appreciate. This program. Just as I've said, it has been a long journey. I've been part of it for the past 10 years, and I'm so happy seeing it, coming to fruition this time around. It's a good thing. I'm so happy, and so I want to say thank you, sir. Thank you for the time. Thank you for the sacrifice, and also Programmers Foundation. I want to say thank you for the fact that you have remained, let me use the word, stubborn to achieve greatness. Look, so
right.
I think your sound is breaking, but we got the idea.
Because the reason why I have to use the word because
we have your message. We have your message. We have your message. I can get the passion. Quite frankly, don't worry. Don't worry. Right. Thank you so much. Before we go to the head round, we have Ricky Martin in the house, but I think our connection has disconnected from Gombe. But at any rate, let me announce that we have some very good friends of Innovation Bed and Programmers Foundation in the house. Chitu was talking that Chitu had been part of this project almost in the last 10 years. That was true. But Chitu actually started in Programmers some years back. And I also have somebody else who has been in Programmers that is in the house. And is also now a PhD holder in the person of Simon Yangi in the house. So Simon Yangi, please say hi. We'll come back to you.
Thank you.
Hi.
We'll come back to you. We'll come back to you. Thank you. All right. We also have some problem there, but at any rate, we'll be fine. Let's take on. Let's hear from my good sister Yua Nabs from Edo State. She is actually the Mutum that had the delegation that sent us the delegation from Edo State, and Auntie Yua Nabs is here in the house. Please, let's have you. Let's have you. Thank you. Hello, you can let's have your video. Your mute is fine.
Hello,
now.
everybody.
Excellent. That's my sister. The last time was in 2009 in Bermuda. Hey, good world. Great.
They have faces, and I'm particularly happy about the only female in the house so far.
Thank you. Thank you very much.
Yes. All right. We'll get back to the general session. We'll get back to the general. Okay. Oh, sound is good.
Special thanks go to Professor Umar.
Right.
Thank you. Actually, we are showing our roadmap. So I think it's up that we're able to join your program at this time. We are hoping that you keep us in the loop as your IT smart city.
Yes, I will.
Programs evolve. My eyes, because most of the time the so-called developing countries, when holistic plans are being made, but we know that we have our challenges, but we can also find not express my sincere gratitude that Edo could partake in this. Thank you.
Thanks. Thank you very much.
Thank you so very much.
Thank you, Matt. Thank you for your conversation.
Yes,
thank you very much.
Also, a very good friend of the house. We have Adia, she's still in the house. Is Adia Sohano? Okay, but at any rate, we'll still get back there. But then I was surprised we had Eklimatu from Gombe. Okay, head of house. Head of house. Okay.
Okay,
Okay. Yeah. Henry is back.
Thank you very much, sir.
Please go ahead.
First, I personally, as the head of house, and also on behalf of the entire class and Programmers Foundation, would like to send our sincere appreciation to Professor and also to the head innovation bed, Mr. Amos. I would say we learned a lot, which is a game changer. Before I can say there are many things which are around us, but we cannot see them. We cannot explore the opportunity, and they are with us, they are around us. In the beginning of this project, we started, I personally, I was thinking, what are we doing here? It's like I cannot make the things together. But at the end, I started to see we are trying to connect the dots, to join the things together. And more especially today, I understand the things we are to make things easier for people and for our community. Actually, I learned more about smart city, which before I cannot say or talk about it, but I've been reading a lot about smart city and also innovation. We are adding the word innovation, but we cannot innovate. But now I can say we are all innovators, though some of us are, but still we say we are in advance now of the innovation or of our innovations. Uh, Actually, again, we learn a lot about ICT generally, which I cannot specify the field. I can say the entire of ICT will touch all the parts. Any part of ICT, we can say we touch that part, which any one of us here can take that part and advance into that aspect of life or innovation to make a change in our community. And say, sir, thank you, Professor. We'll make sure we make this knowledge into use. We'll deliver this to our community. And thank you, Mr. Amos. Thank you all.
Thank you very much, so very much, Mr. Abubakar Yusuf.
Okay, thank you very much, everyone.
Let me take Ma'aja Khadijat now. She got back. Hello, madam. Abubakar Yaya is actually from Bauchi. That's the Bureau for ICT in Bauchi. Hello, madam. You can unmute.
Hello.
Oh, okay, yeah, we can hear you now.
Yeah,
yes.
yeah.
You're welcome.
Okay. Well done, sir. Thank you.
Dear Prof, you probably will remember at one of our past sessions, she was on your program. On your program before now. So, madam, you're welcome.
Thank you, sir. Thank you.
All right. Okay, so I think at this stage, I think we've all at least introduced ourselves and all that. I will wish to just share a summary of all of this, if you just permit me to share my screen. So this will give us an idea of what we plan to do and where and how we hope to structure in the coming month. Permit me to run this presentation, please. Can you see my screen?
Yes, we can.
Oh, great. So a general rundown of this innovation bed for smart city dream or travel, because it's currently a real big journey. It's a real big journey, And the whole idea was that I saw myself really trying to see how we can kind of help our immediate society. And these societies are more, they are more noticed in shanties form, in ghettos form, rural, and as well as in urban. But then when we compare ourselves with advanced countries, we feel we are not there. And we try to see how we use innovation to transform this existing situation and status of our neighboring environment and societies into how our foreign and advanced neighbors have achieved theirs. And we realized that as ourselves, as a small software company that started some years back, we structured a foundation, and this foundation has to build on some other networks like the ICT4SIDS network, like the World Summit Awards, and so many other networks that we have got to build. And we came up with what we call the innovation bed ecosystem. This framework has 5 pillars. These pillars has a research, they are all set of research, where we have fix the gap, where we're looking for problems in our society and looking at the same immediate environment to see whether there are ICT tools that we can match with the problems. Because one problem is, how do we have problems and there are solutions and we don't match them? So certain research has to be done so that we can close such gaps. The next is upskilling research. We do not just upskill. Please upskill in a very valuable way. Why are you teaching people that in a way, when they step out, they cannot eat with what you have taught them? You need to teach people with what is more, can make them prosperous in the next few days in the future. Then tech awards. We try to encourage people to innovate. And when they innovate, we bring this innovation to the global stage. And these innovations are they are actually rated. And today, the World Summit Awards, which I happen to be the national expert for, has been doing so well. As we speak, yesterday there were announcements of the shortlist of all innovations from over 180 countries, and we have Nigerian products very, very conspicuously present in many categories of the world and global competition. That is to tell you that in Nigeria, Nigerian youth are competitive. I mean, they're actually competitive and innovative. They just need a little help. Then, lastly, next there is what we call the SDG Advisor Partnership, which is exactly what we're doing with Professor Amjad with the ICT4SIDS, which is now ICT4SIDS Nigeria. Then, lastly, is grassroots digital policy. Without us intervening in policies of government, we really cannot help what we are trying to achieve. So from time to time, we will be able to air our thoughts. So in the whole journey, there have been some very remarkable people that have made this to happen, at least at this time. One of such people, and many of them, you're going to see someone like Dr. Daniela Pewe from Singapore, Dr. Mrs. Martina Edebo, and we have Minister of Science and Tech from Akwa Ibom State. Not even talking about our central cells at all. We have Professor Mohamed Ajia, President of the Business Institute. We have our assistant in the house right now, UNAF State Information Communication Technology Agency. We have Aisha Umar Megiri, Honorable Commissioner for Science and Tech and Innovation in Gombe State. We have Alhaji Sagir Mohammed, Office of the Secretary of State Government in Kano. Maweni Joseph J, Director ICT in Taraba State Ministry of Science and Technology, Taraba. We have Abubakar Tijani Abba, DG, Bureau for Information Communication Technology, Bauchi, and Dr. Babangida Iyal Baba, Rector, Katsina State Institute of Technology and Management, Katsina. Of course, our dear Professor Amjad, and our dear friend who was actually our guest speaker last week in the public webinar that we gave out to all our participants, Ahmed El-Sobki, who was able to give us a roadmap for what Africa needs to learn from what we are doing for it to be scaled across. Now, these interventions have actually been to the knowledge of our dear Mukisa Kitiki of the Secretary General of UNCTAD before now, and several other notable beings we had to properly project Professor Amjad, because he's actually someone who has his time dedicated to Heidelberg University of Science and Technology, and is the lead consultant on the UNICT4SIDS, Ministry of Capacity Development, adaptive place for ICT. So we really feel that in the present time, the whole concept of ICT4SIDS is now very essential for Nigeria to take off. And we are glad that we are here today. More that we have launched this the smart virtual cities across Nigeria is exactly today. 12/12 of 2020, the Programs Foundation completes its 10-year volunteerism project of Vision 2020 with the graduation of a leading set of young Nigerians spanning 10 states, including FCT, who have been trained by the lead consultant and the whole of that. And of course, we have worked together since 2010, jointly reporting under the Info Poverty World Conference that will come several at the United Nations headquarters in New York. Today, Nigeria is proud to have its youth capable of promoting the evolution of transformative, collaborative digital hubs that will soon bring hope and succor to the economic well-being of the larger population and as the true national leaders that they have been provoked by the pandemic to take charge. They are now smart virtual cities innovation experts and currently joining the faculty that will produce the next 500 youth from the 36 states of the country in the next quarter of 2021. And of course, within this period, this existing cohort will deliver the first ever smart virtual cities for Nigeria latest by February. And we actually have a framework. This framework, we'll see that much later on, that these sessions have taken some of our time at the UN headquarters. I'm sure Prof will remember some of these sessions. Prof obviously remember some of these sessions. And oh no, our dear friend Dr. Stevens of the University of Oklahoma, Prof. I miss you guys, man. And of course, a very larger network of the world summit experts across the country. This was like one of the opportunities we all had to network together in Vienna about 2 years ago. And we can see the love they have for Africa, even being positioned in the center for the world. So we see that the world so loves us, and we just can't afford not to do the bit that we need to do. And frankly, this we have done without a budget. So we all just need your support to ensure that we can promote and expand all of this. As this has been reported before by your camp report, the Programmers Software, Programmers Foundation is actually a major player, and we have been considered a stakeholder as the network of integrated communities around the world. So the structure that we had is going to involve a steering committee, is going to involve a marketing and funding committee, a mentorship committee, monitoring and evaluation committee, for which all of these critical people and friends of the innovation bed will be a part of, for this thing to really have its proper sitting in the country. Now, because we know that global trade is going digital, we cannot afford to let our users their time. We're not engaging the right principles, the right upskilling right now, to put them where they belong, so that the more trade that is now global, we should be able to increase the pie of the share for the prosperity of our youth. Now, also, the same thing is to speak to our digital family of the continent. I happen to be Director Africa on the Global Digital Foundation that is based in Europe. And this is actually also a concern. And this is a part of what has given me the idea to strategize and actually formulate the policy that can work. And I don't need to care whether I have a bad government or not. So we realize that when we are putting together policies, please just know that people are already feeling wary. They are feeling that with more IT introduction and of course adoption, that there will be reduced privacy. So what is then the regulators doing to ensure that this is taken care of? People feel that it will facilitate terrorism. What is it that we are doing that truly, that those thoughts look real, they are no longer myths? What is actually the senior and of course the leadership doing to ensure this is not the case that people feel? Then of course, they feel that it will erode sovereignty. And I think these are the concerns that our leader of the world need to really look at their programs very well and ensure that people are properly protected. And of course, the more people also look at it, they feel that the cost unemployment. For some of us back felt this was not a problem, but quite frankly, we have come to terms that this is very true, that demands that we really need to give it the attention that it all deserves. Now, our journey, particularly only in the year 2020, the pandemic year, has been the fastest, This program obviously ought to have happened in the United States. We're able to facilitate all this across the internet. And I must report that I have made 50 times what I couldn't do in 10 years, only reported, and I've been able to do this in 2020. That is the power of the internet. Then, to really go and get this project to the final, Mother Teresa actually says that you cannot feed 100 people. Let me just see how if I admit, can admit the other people waiting, right? So that we can get back to our program. Sorry, that. All right. So Mother Teresa actually says that if you cannot feed 100 people, can you just feed one? So by that approach, it actually, if you look at the problem of Nigeria with 200 million people, with so much in the bracket of being poor, and of course, abject poverty at that. Sometimes we are being seen as the poverty capital of the world. And with all the resources and potential that we have, what we did was so we were able to secure scholarships covering 10 youth between 10 and 15, which we shared across 10 states plus FCT, courtesy of Prof Amjad Umar, the lead at the ICT4SIDS. Now, with Nigeria, look at this 6 geopolitical zones of Nigeria. How then do we grow what we have just done and rounding up today across the 6? The assistance that is required will enable us to grow this. Within 1 year, we would have used the pace of times 50 to achieve more for the country, and would have been better off than if we are having to wait for one government or another. While some people are looking at 2013 as beyond it, because we're able to deliver this as the dream and of course the reality for Vision 2020 rather than postponing the shifting the goalpost. Now, we have done this much earlier in our lives, and this was when we had to test the market with something. We saw that graduates were actually leaving school, they don't have jobs. And what we did was that we used our software and we actually ended clientele across the country and also outside the country. What we did was to create a product called the Pseudo Liberty Project. What Pseudo Liberty Project had to do was that we had a part of it that was Pseudo Varsity, Pseudo Series, Pseudo Factory, Pseudo Town Hall, and of course, Pseudo Grad. Pseudo grad was the unemployed people who were graduates. We went after this caliber of people who didn't care what you read, and we put them through the business process of what our software that we have used and is available in the market was producing. And we saw manpower across all these clients. So what we did was to train them 2 months in training, intensive training, and we supplied them to this market. None of them came back to me because the only ones that were left were those actually had picked to be able to employ as employees under my organization, but everybody went down. So we currently now say we are very proud to have this brand new set of people that we have done at the delivery of our Vision 2020 in the year 2020 today, being the 12th of December 2020, that these new crops of Nigerians, Bedi Abasi John from Akwa Ibom State, Klimatu from Gombe State, Abubakar Yusuf from Katsina State, David Yako from Benue State, West Sunny Bello from Kano State, Olubenga Shitu from Kano State. We are very proud that these young men and women are able to really put this together, and we are sure that in a few months coming, Nigerians and of course a typical developing countries force smart virtual city will be produced in Nigeria by February, and this will be when they will wear their graduation gowns. We have Mercy Ipe nominee from Akwa Ibom State. We have Aliwa Ayuba nominee from Bureau for ICT Bauchi State. We have Ishaku Mafindi nominee from Director ICT Taraba State. And we have Adoge from Edo State Information Communication Technology Agency. And of course, Mohamed Abubakar nomination from the FCT. And of course, the FCT with bank on the Professor Ajia Mohamed, the president of Digital Business Institute in Abuja. And of course, we have this other young guy that's still in school, running up in Cyprus University, Moses Amos. He's actually on the secretariat of the Programmers Foundation as a director. So all these young men, they are doing excellently well. As of today, by 2021, we would have had 10 to 15 of these youth graduates, and they have the potential to produce what we need. And these people will be part of the faculty that can now regroom additional 500 people, which time we're going to span between January and April, between January to up to about March, and would have had up to about 500 participants spread across the 36 states of the federation, and would have had that Nigeria would have targeted 100% smart virtual cities for Nigeria across the entire 36 states. Of course, this obviously will happen between now and the middle of next year. Now, there are processes and stages of coming up. We get them enrolled, they go through the process within the period, and of course, they can now wear the kind of cap. I use my filter to show everybody today, but of course, that cap you wear when you have actually successfully delivered the first smart virtual city for your states and region. And of course, this way, some of the contents that give rise to all of this, Professor, all these guys have been put through all of this, and they've now come to terms with the global reality that Nigeria is not an exception, that Nigeria can actually go at the pace. Now, when I look at it, who are they? They come from diverse backgrounds. So we feed them after balancing the knowledge. Whether you are a female or whether you are a male, and in no time, you'll be able to read all of this in many forms that you wish. And some of the powers around the World Summit Awards and the content is always around open government and citizens engagement, health and well-being, learning and education, environment and green energy, culture and tourism, smart settlements and urbanization, business and commerce, inclusion and empowerment. And we now realize that for all this to happen, we have our rating. We rate the best of projects with certain criteria that are standard and global. So I might just want to stop at this point to say, ladies and gentlemen, this is what Innovation Bet is all about. We have done this because of you, and we are totally grateful. Thank you, and thank you so much.
Thanks a lot. Thank you very much. Have a good day, everyone, and talk to you in February. Okay?
Excuse me, sir.
Yes.
Bye-bye.
Excuse, sir. I have a question for the professor.
All right, sir. Okay.
I'm sorry. After the expiring of our access to space for ICT, how can we access it again? How can we get access to after the first month?
For this on the space?
Yeah, yes, because the access there was said that it's only for 1 month, and I believe they will have a lot of things to learn from there.
Yeah, he spoke about it. He spoke about this earlier, that the time is being extended into next year.
Okay, thank you.
Yeah, it is now. So you have up to January 20th.
You have to generate a smart city. Your connection is still alive.
Yeah. I want to see first of all, what do you do with it?
Great. So you can now wear my cap.
That's a relief.
Yeah. So you have access to it for 1 more month, and we'll see after that. All right.
I think, Prof, let me just still try my guests outside the class now, if they may have one word or two.
I have to go shortly.
Yeah, I know, so I'll see you. Aja Khadijat is just joining us. I want to know whether she had a sound problem the last time. And this is a very passionate person from Bauchi.
Okay.
He's very, very passionate from Bauchi. That sounds. Now, Simon Agi, if you have any message, please, I would like to know. Aja, you can unmute. Hello, Aja. Hello, Aja, you can unmute. Do you have a message? As we plan to wrap up now. Hello, Aja. Our network is really. Simon, Simon, unmute. See your message.
Yeah. Good afternoon once again.
That sound is good now. Yes.
And
okay, I'm listening, sir.
Hello.
Yeah, Simon.
For reaching out to the final.
Good afternoon, everyone on the platform. I actually don't have much to say, but just to appreciate your effort towards actualizing this project. This is a project that started many years ago. I think it started around 2010 to fruition now. So I just want to appreciate you for keeping for actually actualizing it now.
Thank you so very much.
God, give you the strength, energy, continue with this. Thank you once again.
Thank you very
All right,
much.
thanks a lot. Appreciate it.
Madam, please. I know you are very passionate, and network is trying to mess up. Yes.
Actually, sir, all I want to say is congratulations.
Yes.
I think even the government doesn't even have a big program like this to hold. If to say the government will now encourage youth in all this kind of program, I think they will have done a wonderful things for the citizens. Actually, programmers has become, how do I even put it? Just up programmers. There's nothing one can do. All I want the participants to is to pray for you 100 times every day. For such opportunity, it's not even easy in this time of pandemic, wherever we are, for them to have the opportunity to join such program. And if the government would turn their sites towards the development of the appropriate tools, especially technology and information technology services, to build a supportive infrastructure and improve administrative efficiency, as well as it will have been so distant, sir. But programmers has come forward to make these youths relevant, to make them to see the potential in them. So this thing is a wonderful thing. And I hope the youth have gained a lot throughout this training session, and they will not exhibit the knowledge they share throughout their stay, and to practice what they have gained. I think, sir, the only thing we need to say is God bless you. And for other states that did not even care to send their nominees, I think if there's any awareness or anything that we need to do or the programmers need to do to encourage youth, because we have abandoned youth who are not doing anything, at least it will cater for more to encourage them. The involvement of government with programmers is a great deal, sir. If we can get that, I think we can get easy access to those people that need to be empowered. And special thanks to Prof. Special thanks to all the contributors who made this program a success. We don't have anything much to say at my own end. That is Bochy State. We only continue to pray for the success, because your success is our success too. So congratulations, sir.
Thank you
for
very much.
All right, thank you very much. Take care.
I think with that,
Okay.
Professor, thank you
I have
so
to
much.
go.
Yes, Prof. So thank you so very much, Prof.
Yes.
I'm sure we'll have our fortnight meetings, and of course we chat a proper positive course from here. So from all of us, we thank you so much.
Hello, sir.
Yes, madam.
Hello, sir.
Yes, where with you?
Go ahead.
Where with you, madam?
Hello, sir.
Yeah, where with you, madam?
Hello, are you listening?
Yeah, I'm hearing
Yes.
you. I'm hearing you.
For the youth, sir, particularly for the youth, having this kind of training is not something that somebody will not make it maybe after the training, or if you are not opportunity to be selected or something like that. That doesn't mean that that is the end of the training. No, one needs to put more effort. The training is not only for you to grab, it's only for you to use your head, your heart, and everything to put it into practice. Because putting it into practice, that will now show the capability you have and to portray the potential you have in practicing what you have. ICT is something that you need to practice, and you need practicing every day and every time. And for the fact that the project or the program is about how to cater for communities, I think there are so many things: skill acquisition, empowerment, women inclusion. Because I don't say I'm gender disabled. It is very, very important for them to put their heart and everything together to achieve the set goal they need. It's not that the program ends today. No, no, no. It is a continuous thing. If I were you, I would be pressing programmers, Emmanuel, every day and every time for any success or for any opportunity to come. Please use that. Don't let him wrestle, because sky is your limit if you are with programmers. Thank you very much, sir. Thank you very much.
I appreciate it. Thank you so much. So,
All right.
Professor,
Thanks a lot.
Sorry,
I have to go.
Sir. Thank you.
Thank you, sir. Thank you.
You can take a leave now.
Thank you, everyone.
Very well.
With you.
Very well. Well, with you.
God be with you.
Thank you. All the best. Bye, sir.
Thank you, sir. Thank you. Bye-bye.
Bye.
Thank you.